Bienvenue à tous. Welcome to our guide on the 17 best places to visit in France. From iconic cities to hidden gems, we're taking you on a journey across the country's breathtaking landscapes, rich history, and diverse culture. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or just love exploring, we've got something for you. Ready to dive in? Let's go. We start our journey in the heart of France, Paris, the city of lights. Located along the Seine River in northern France, Paris is not only the capital, but also the cultural, historical, and artistic hub of the country. Paris is known worldwide for its landmarks, like the Eiffel Tower, Louvre Museum, and Notre Dame Cathedral. The Eiffel Tower, of course, is a must-see, especially during the evening light show. For a quieter but equally stunning view of Paris, climb to the top of the Sacré-Cœur Basilica in Montmartre. Don't forget the breathtaking Jardin du Luxembourg, a beautifully manicured garden perfect for a peaceful afternoon stroll. The Palace of Versailles, just outside Paris, is also a must-visit, with its opulent halls and sprawling gardens. Did you know the Eiffel Tower was only supposed to be a temporary structure? Built for the 1889 World's Fair, Parisians initially hated it. Today, it's one of the world's most visited monuments. Beneath the romantic streets of Paris lies a network of catacombs where the bones of more than 6 million Parisians rest in an underground ossuary. The Paris catacombs are open for tours, definitely an eerie but fascinating part of Paris's history. Number 2. Now we travel south to Nice, a gem of the French Riviera. This coastal city, with its Mediterranean climate, is famous for its beaches, art, and vibrant old town. Nice is a blend of French and Italian influences, which you can see in the architecture, food, and culture. One of the most beautiful spots in Nice is the Promenade des Anglais, a wide boulevard that stretches along the coastline. It's the perfect place for a sunset stroll. If you love panoramic views, climb to Castle Hill, where you'll be rewarded with sweeping vistas of the sea and city below. Another must-see is the colorful Old Town, with its narrow streets, vibrant markets, and Baroque architecture. Nice is home to some incredible museums, such as the Matisse Museum, which houses one of the largest collections of works by the famous artist Henri Matisse. Nice has been part of France for less than 200 years. Until 1860, it was part of the Kingdom of Sardinia, which explains the city's unique Italian flavor. Number 3. Èze. Just a short drive from Nice is the enchanting village of Èze. Perched high on a hilltop overlooking the Mediterranean, Èze is known for its winding cobblestone streets and breathtaking views. Make sure to visit the Jardin Exotique, a stunning garden at the top of the village, filled with cacti and exotic plants. The views from here are unbeatable, stretching over the cliffs to the sparkling blue sea below. Explore the medieval streets lined with art galleries, artisan shops, and charming cafes. The Fragonard Perfume Factory, located in Èze, is also a highlight for anyone interested in the art of fragrance. Èze has been a source of inspiration for many famous figures, including the philosopher Nietzsche, who hiked up to the village from the coast, along what is now called the Nietzsche Path. Èze is often compared to the villages of Tuscany, with its romantic and medieval atmosphere. It's a favorite spot for artists and photographers because of its picturesque beauty. Number 4. Mont Saint-Michel. Moving to the northern coast of Normandy, we find one of the most iconic landmarks in France, Mont Saint-Michel. This mystical island is crowned by a towering medieval abbey and surrounded by tidal waters that turn the island into a fortress when the tide rises. The Mont Saint-Michel Abbey is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture, with towering spires and stunning views over the surrounding bay. Walking through the narrow, winding streets of the island feels like stepping back in time. Don't miss the walk around the ramparts, which offers panoramic views of the vast tidal flats and the sea beyond. Mont Saint-Michel is sometimes called the Wonder of the West, and it has been a pilgrimage site for over 1,000 years. The abbey has stood tall through wars, revolutions, and changing tides. Mont Saint-Michel is one of the few places in the world where you can witness the extreme tides of up to 14 meters or 46 feet. The tides come in so quickly that they've been described as rushing in as fast as a galloping horse. Number 5. Cannes. Next, we head to Cannes, a name that's synonymous with luxury and glamour. Located on the French Riviera, Cannes is most famous for its annual film festival, which attracts the biggest names in the film industry. La Croisette, the famous seafront boulevard, is lined with luxury hotels, designer boutiques, and private beaches. It's the perfect place to people watch and soak in the glamour. For a different side of Cannes, explore the old town of Le Souquet, perched on a hill overlooking the bay, where you'll find narrow, cobbled streets, historic architecture, and stunning views of the city below. Although Cannes is famous for its luxury, it also has a rich fishing history. Before it became a glamorous hotspot, it was a humble fishing village. During the Cannes Film Festival, over 40,000 bottles of champagne are consumed, and the city's population more than doubles. On number 6, Loire Valley. The Loire Valley, often called the Garden of France, is a region known for its stunning castles, or chateaux, and beautiful landscapes. This area, which lies along the Loire River, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, rich in history and natural beauty. The Château de Chambord is the largest and most magnificent castle in the Loire Valley, with its impressive French Renaissance architecture and beautiful gardens. Château de Chenonceau, which spans the River Cher, is another highlight, known for its elegance and fascinating history. Be sure to take a boat ride along the river for a magical view of the castles. The Loire Valley is often called the playground of kings, as many French kings and nobility built their extravagant castles here. There are over 300 chateaux in the Loire Valley. Many of them are open to the public and have been beautifully preserved. Number 7. Colmar. Now, we journey to Colmar, a charming town in the heart of the Alsace region. Known for its stunning medieval architecture, colorful houses, and canal-lined streets, Colmar is often described as one of the most beautiful towns in France. La Petite Venise, or Little Venice, is one of the most picturesque parts of Colmar, with its flower-adorned canals and vibrant buildings. The town's old quarter is full of cobbled streets and beautiful squares, like the Place de la Cathédrale, where you'll find the Saint-Martin Church, a beautiful Gothic cathedral. Don't miss the Unterlinden Museum, housed in a former convent, where you can admire a vast collection of medieval art. Colmar is often considered the capital of Alsace wine, and you can sample some of the region's finest white wines in the local wine cellars. It's also famous for its Alsatian cuisine, which blends French and German flavors. Colmar was the inspiration for the village in Disney's Beauty and the Beast. With its fairy tale setting, it's easy to see why this town feels straight out of a storybook. Number 8. Annecy. Heading to southeastern France, we find Annecy, a picture-perfect town nestled on the shores of Lake Annecy, one of the cleanest lakes in Europe. Surrounded by the French Alps, Annecy offers breathtaking scenery, charming canals, and a rich history. The crystal-clear waters of Lake Annecy are a must-see. You can rent a boat, go paddleboarding, or simply walk along the shores for stunning views of the surrounding mountains. The Château d'Annecy, perched on a hill overlooking the town, offers panoramic views and insights into the area's history. In the Old Town, stroll through the canals and visit the Palais de Lille, a medieval prison that looks like it's straight out of a fairy tale. Annecy is known as the Venice of the Alps, due to its network of canals that flow through the Old Town, adding to its romantic charm. Every year in June, Annecy hosts a major animation festival that attracts filmmakers and fans from around the world, showcasing the town's connection to the arts. Number 9. Montpellier. Montpellier, located in the sunny south of France near the Mediterranean coast, is a lively university town with a perfect mix of old-world charm and modern flair. It's a hub of culture, architecture, and beautiful public spaces. The Place de la Comédie is the heart of the city, a grand square lined with cafes and the beautiful 19th century Opéra Comédie. Stroll through the medieval streets of the Écusson, Montpellier's old town, where you'll find elegant mansions and vibrant squares. For art lovers, the Musée Fabre is a must-visit, with its impressive collection of European paintings. Don't miss the Antigone district, a modern architectural marvel designed by Spanish architect Ricardo Bofill. Montpellier is one of the fastest growing cities in France, and it has a youthful vibe thanks to its large student population. The Jardin des Plantes de Montpellier, created in 1593, is the oldest botanical garden in France and was used by medical students for plant research. Number 10. Strasbourg. Strasbourg, the capital of the Alsace region and the seat of the European Parliament, is a city where French and German cultures beautifully merge. Located along the Rhine River, it's a city known for its historic charm, international influence, and stunning architecture. The Strasbourg Cathedral is one of the most stunning Gothic cathedrals in Europe, and climbing to the top will reward you with panoramic views of the city. The neighborhood of La Petite France, with its half-timbered houses and canals, feels like stepping back into medieval times. Don't miss a boat tour along the River Eel to see Strasbourg's most beautiful spots from the water. Strasbourg is home to the European Parliament and several other important European institutions, making it one of the EU's key cities. Every year, Strasbourg hosts one of the largest and oldest Christmas markets in Europe, known as the capital of Christmas. Number 11. Burgundy, Bourgogne. Next, we travel to Burgundy, a region famous for its wine, medieval architecture, and rich history. Located in east-central France, Burgundy is known for its world-class vineyards and scenic countryside, where visitors can explore charming villages and ancient castles. The vineyards of the Côte de Nuit and Côte de Beaune produce some of the finest Pinot Noir and Chardonnay wines in the world. In the town of Beaune, the Hôtel Dieu, a stunning medieval hospital with colorful tiled roofs, is a must-see. For nature lovers, the Morvan Regional Park offers beautiful hiking trails through forests and rolling hills. Burgundy is one of the most prestigious wine regions in the world, and the Burgundy Wine Route is a popular way to explore the area's wineries and picturesque villages. The region was once a powerful duchy, and during the Middle Ages, the Dukes of Burgundy rivaled the kings of France in wealth and power. Number 12. Chamonix-Mont-Blanc. For adventure seekers, Chamonix-Mont-Blanc is the ultimate destination. Located in the French Alps, Chamonix sits at the base of Mont Blanc, the highest mountain in Western Europe. It's a mecca for skiing, mountaineering, and outdoor activities. Mont Blanc is, of course, the star attraction, and there are plenty of ways to enjoy its beauty, from hiking trails to cable cars. The Aiguille du Midi cable car takes you to an altitude of 3,842 meters or 12,605 feet, where you'll be treated to breathtaking views of the Alps. For skiing, the Vallée Blanche offers an unforgettable experience with stunning glacier views. In summer, the town is filled with hikers and mountaineers exploring the mountain trails. Chamonix hosted the first Winter Olympics in 1924, cementing its status as one of the world's premier winter sports destinations. Mont Blanc's height actually varies slightly from year to year due to changes in the ice cap at its summit. Number 13. Lyon. Lyon, located in southeastern France, is often considered the gastronomic capital of France. But it's not just food that makes Lyon special. This city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, known for its Renaissance architecture, Roman ruins, and thriving cultural scene. The Vieux-Lyon, the Old Town, is one of the largest Renaissance districts in Europe, with narrow streets, hidden courtyards, and beautifully preserved buildings. Don't miss the Basilica of Notre-Dame de Fourvière, which offers stunning views over the city. The Parc de la Tête d'Or, one of the largest urban parks in France, is perfect for a relaxing afternoon. For a unique experience, explore the Traboul, secret passageways that were once used by silk merchants. Lyon is famous for its bouchon restaurants, where you can sample traditional Lyonnaise cuisine like quenelles and sausages. The Lumiere brothers, who are considered the pioneers of cinema, were born in Lyon, and the city is home to the Lumiere Museum, where you can learn about the history of filmmaking. Number 14. Bordeaux. Bordeaux is synonymous with wine, but this southwestern city has so much more to offer. Located along the Garonne River, Bordeaux is known for its stunning architecture, vibrant culture, and of course, some of the best wine in the world. The Place de la Bourse is one of the most iconic spots in Bordeaux, especially at sunset when the water mirror reflects the surrounding buildings. The city's historic center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, full of grand 18th century buildings and beautiful squares. Of course, a visit to Bordeaux wouldn't be complete without exploring its surrounding vineyards, especially in the nearby regions of Médoc and Saint-Emilion, where you can tour wine estates and sample world-renowned Bordeaux wines. Bordeaux produces nearly 900 million bottles of wine every year, including some of the most prestigious labels like Chateau Margaux and Chateau Lafite Rothschild. Bordeaux has one of the longest shopping streets in Europe, Rue Sainte-Catherine, which stretches for 1.2 kilometers and is packed with shops, cafes, and boutiques. Number 15. Normandy. Normandy, located in northern France, is a region filled with history, from the dramatic cliffs of Étretat to the solemn D-Day beaches. It's also known for its charming villages, beautiful countryside, and delicious regional specialties. The cliffs of Étretat are one of Normandy's most striking natural landmarks, with their towering white limestone formations. The D-Day landing beaches, such as Omaha Beach, are moving historical sites where visitors can pay tribute to the soldiers who fought during World War II. The town of Honfleur, with its picturesque harbor and colorful houses, is another highlight. And for those who love cheese, Camembert, a small village that gives its name to the famous cheese, is a must-visit. Normandy is where William the Conqueror set sail from in 1066 to invade England, changing the course of history. The Bayeux Tapestry, an embroidered cloth nearly 70 meters long, depicts the events leading up to the Norman conquest of England and is one of the most famous artifacts in European history. Number 16. Corsica. Corsica, known as the Island of Beauty, is a stunning Mediterranean island located off the southern coast of France. With its dramatic cliffs, pristine beaches, and mountainous interior, Corsica offers some of the most diverse landscapes in all of France. Calvi is one of the island's most beautiful towns, with its stunning citadel overlooking the bay. The Scandala Nature Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, offers breathtaking views of rugged cliffs and crystal-clear waters. The town of Bonifacio, perched on white limestone cliffs above the sea, is another must-see. For hiking, the GR20 Trail, which runs across the island, is considered one of the toughest but most rewarding hikes in Europe. Napoleon Bonaparte was born in Corsica in 1769, and you can visit his childhood home in the town of Ajaccio, which has been turned into a museum. Although Corsica is part of France, it has its own distinct language and culture, with many Corsicans speaking Corsican, a language closely related to Italian. Number 17, Kaysersberg. As we approach the end of our journey, let's take a moment to visit one more enchanting Alsatian village, Kaysersberg. Nestled in the heart of the Alsace wine region, this medieval village is often regarded as one of the most beautiful in France, with its steep, cobblestone streets and colorful, half-timbered houses. One of the main highlights of Kaysersberg is its stunning riverside setting, with the River Weiss flowing beneath stone bridges that are straight out of a storybook. The ruins of Kaysersberg Castle, perched on a hill above the village, offer panoramic views of the surrounding vineyards and countryside. As you stroll through the streets, you'll find quaint shops, wine cellars, and beautiful medieval buildings that have been immaculately preserved. Kaysersberg is part of the Route des Vins d'Alsace, or Alsace Wine Route, where visitors can taste some of the region's finest wines, including the famous Alsatian Riesling. Kaysersberg was voted the favorite village of the French in 2017, a testament to its timeless beauty and charm. And there you have it, the 17 best places to visit in France. From the bustling streets of Paris to the quiet beauty of the French countryside, each of these destinations has something unique to offer. Whether you are planning your next vacation or just dreaming of your next adventure, we hope this guide has inspired you to explore the incredible beauty of France. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, bon voyage!